a book, note, sorry, on a marvelous book, a classic of psychology, a new note, on influence by Robert Cialdini and his principles and techniques. Reciprocity is one. When someone is doing something for you, you tend to accept in return and do a favor. Even if I was thinking it's good, Robert Cialdini offers also suggestions on how to counteract let's say, negative influence. For instance, there's this example, there are plenty, but this is the one I have now, wherein he mentions this case. Let's say you receive a visit from an association of those who want to prevent fires and are concerned with how to deal with them. And this person is offering material on how to be careful what to do in order to prevent, but also a small extinguisher, fire extinguisher. And then, after this initial act of supposed generosity, comes a hitch. There's a pitch also. It's like it happens that this generous person wants you to buy an alarm system for fire prevention and extinguishing fire in case, you know, the famous in films and comedies. All of a sudden there's a little smoke somewhere and it's raining in the house. And that's very expensive, by the way. It's over what you can get in shops. But very often, this is a sort of an abuse. They give you a small gift, an extinguisher, and they expect you to buy an expensive system with a high markup for them. And here, Cialdini says, once you have established this is an attempt to use this principle and take advantage of you, in a sense, you can turn the principle around. So once there's an attempt to use you, you can turn the tables around and then you use the man's technique and offer. And you can accept very well the gift, the fire extinguisher or whatever, because it has different scenarios, there are different incentives, and show the gentleman, the book. And I thought that's also funny in what he's suggesting there. And it's also the technique of, and the scenario of reject and retreat, when they come with an offer for an expensive house, car, stereo system, television, whatever, is refused, they come with a lower price for something else, and that tends to be accepted because when comparing, this is acceptable. And I will slowly have to move on to another principle, that of consistency, which is again all, used in sales. All these are used in sales: respect for authority and so on. Well, social conformity, we'll talk about that. In fact, I did in some of the notes, speaking of the shortly cards, how they were introduced, using the principle of social conformity. People didn't want to use the new big cards. They were used with something like baskets a few decades ago in shopping malls and that. And they were using the same norms, applying social conformity as they knew it. But once the department stores figured out what to do. They paid people who came around the aisles and took goods and put them in a new, much bigger shopping cart. Social conformity, they followed the example, and so the new shopping techniques, means of shopping were introduced, so to say. So consistency is for the next note.